Good morning. Welcome back to Ojna's annual conference. We are so glad that we can be together in person and provide a virtual option to those who cannot be with us today. We have a dynamic program and we have spent months preparing for today's event. There are many people who have been involved in making today happen. Firstly, I would like to publicly thank my conference committee members, Goldie Burstein and Linda Siegel, for their endless hours and dedication to make today a success. For those of you who don't know them, they are among the founding members of Ojna, and we all owe them much gratitude for sowing the seeds of what Ojna has become and achieved. I would also like to publicly recognize the presence of Ojna founder, Rivka Pomerantz, who's joining us virtually today from Israel. We're waving to you, Rivka. Thank you so much to our many speakers for their insight and expertise they will be sharing with us today and for the time they've invested to come present to us. We hope to incorporate what we're about to learn into our respective practices and become better nurses and providers. Thank you to Meisner Catering for all the delicious food that we've been enjoying so far and will continue to do throughout the day. Thank you to Ojna members Aviva Gluck and Tanya Rogalski for your assistance today with technology and managing registration. Thank you to our many sponsors for their generous support of today's program. Our silver sponsor is Sanofi Genzyme, who has been a consistent supporter of Ojna since 2018. Our bronze sponsors include Nutricia and Takeda, who have been supporting our programs throughout COVID, Madison Programs, who has been a supporter since 2018, and our newest sponsors this year, Centers Healthcare, Chemed Health Center, and Saucy Scrubs. Please show your gratitude and support by visiting their exhibit tables throughout the day. Thank you to the board members of Ojna for your support and assistance towards this conference and always. Toby Bressler is our vice president. Mara McCrossin, our treasurer. Chaya Milikovsky, our secretary, and Malka Feibush, our director of engagement. So much time is spent day after day, week after week, and year after year enabling this organization to grow and flourish. We would not be where we are today without the board members' dedication and time. I'd like to give a big shout out to all the members, and if you're here and on Zoom, wave, stand up, we want to applaud you. The journal committee, you can stand up. The conference committee, the student committee, social media committee, APRN committee, our chapter reps, and our new graduate committee for all your endless hours of work and devotion. Every volunteer is important, valued, and critical to the success of our organization. And for those of you who indicated a wish to volunteer, don't worry, we will come after you in the next few weeks. We are pleased to be offering continuing education credits for today's program. This nursing continuing professional development activity was approved by the Northeast Multi-State Division Education Unit and accredited approver by the ANCC. Approvals for 7.25 contact hours for nurses and nurse practitioners. This activity has been reviewed by the AAPA review panel and is complying with AAPA CME criteria. This activity is designated for 7 AAPA Category 1 CME credits. PAs should only claim credit commensurate with the extent of their participation. We have a packed schedule today and we'd like to stick as close to the schedule as possible. I know we're all very excited to network and see each other and be together, but please hold the schmoozing until the break times and lunchtime. We've incorporated time for Q&A, so please hold your questions until the end of each presentation and we allotted time for that. Just want to go through what you have in your folders. You have today's agenda as well as an evaluation tool. You could take notes on this tool throughout the day, and at the end of the day, you're either going to scan the QR code, if you're super fancy, or you could type in the browser, jewishnurses.org/eval, into your web browser, and that brings you to the same form. At the end of the day, that must be completed for you to get your CE certificate. You'll also find 2 questionnaires in your folder. One is to gather information about nursing programs for the new student committee, and the other is for APRNs. Please take the time to fill them out if you haven't done the APRN digital one already, and then we'll collect them throughout the day. One more thing, Rabbi Glatt will be speaking at 10:40 on the topic of COVID mandates and boosters. I'm sure he'll cover all our questions. But if you think you have a burning question or something special, please use the index card. It's either in your folder or in your bag to write the question. We'll collect them in about an hour or so, and we'll present them to him during his talk. I'd like to provide a special welcome to Dr. Sandra Russo, the Dean of the School of Nursing at Touro College. Thank you for being here. I would now like to call upon Goldie Burstein to introduce our speakers.